If you like the content, I humbly ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. We are just starting out and we ask for your help to continue our journey. Together we are stronger. Thank you very much. Stop anxiety. Stoic wisdom. Anxiety is one of the most common afflictions of the modern human being. With the fast pace of current life, the constant demands of work, personal relationships, and social responsibilities, it is increasingly common for people to feel worry, fear, and distress. However, the problem of anxiety is not exclusive to our time. Even in antiquity, philosophers like the Stoics deeply reflected on the nature of anxiety and developed techniques and teachings to deal with it. The nature of anxiety. Before we explore the solutions proposed by the Stoics, it's important to understand what anxiety is. Anxiety can be described as a state of apprehension or fear about the future. It is an emotional response to a perceived threat, which can be real or imaginary. This feeling can be debilitating, affecting a person's ability to function normally and enjoy life. The Stoic perspective. The Stoics, followers of the philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium around 300 years before Christ, offered a unique and powerful insight into dealing with disturbing emotions like anxiety. They believed that the key to inner tranquility lies in understanding the nature of things and in the practice of virtue. For the Stoics, anxiety arises from our attempt to control the uncontrollable and from our lack of alignment with reality, control, and the uncontrollable. One of the central ideas of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control, which distinguishes between what is under our control and what is not. Epictetus, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, states, "There are things that are within our power, and there are things that are beyond our power." This distinction is fundamental to the Stoic approach to anxiety. What is under our control includes our own actions, thoughts, and attitudes. What is outside our control includes external events, the behavior of other people, and the circumstances around us. According to the Stoics, much of our anxiety arises when we try to control what we cannot. For example, worrying about others' opinions, the weather, or future events that are beyond our direct influence. By focusing on what is under our control and accepting what we cannot control, we can significantly reduce our anxiety. This does not mean passive resignation, but a reorientation of our energy and attention to where we can make a difference, living in accordance with nature. Another important principle of Stoicism is living in accordance with nature. For the Stoics, this means living according to reason and virtue, which are seen as fundamental aspects of human nature. By aligning our actions and desires with rational nature, we can achieve eudaimonia, or true happiness and fulfillment. This conformity to nature also involves accepting the impermanence and uncertainty of life. Heraclitus, a pre-Socratic who influenced Stoic thought, observed that the only constant in life is change. By accepting that we cannot predict or control all the variables of existence, we can find peace in uncertainty. The practice of virtue. The Stoics identified four main virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are guides for living fully and tranquilly. Wisdom helps us discern what is under our control and what is not. Courage allows us to face challenges and adversity with serenity. Justice guides us to treat others with fairness and compassion. Temperance teaches us to moderate our desires and impulses. Stoic exercises. The Stoics developed various practical exercises to apply their philosophies in everyday life. Among these exercises are negative visualization, daily reflection, and voluntary discomfort. Negative visualization, premeditatio malorum. This involves imagining possible adversities and difficulties we may face in the future. This practice is not about worrying about the worst, but about mentally preparing and strengthening resilience. By doing this, we can realize that many of our concerns are unfounded, and we are more prepared to deal with real challenges. Daily reflection. The Stoics recommended setting aside time each day to reflect on the day, our actions, and our thoughts. This moment of introspection allows us to correct mistakes, reaffirm our values, and continuously improve. Voluntary discomfort. This involves temporarily abstaining from everyday comforts and pleasures. This may include fasting, simplifying clothing, or sleeping in a less comfortable place. These practices help us appreciate what we have more and strengthen us against future deprivations. Now let's talk about Stoic tranquility. Tranquility, ataraxia, is the ultimate goal of Stoic practice. It is a state of inner peace that is not disturbed by external events or passing emotions. For the Stoics, true freedom is freedom of the mind, the ability to maintain serenity regardless of external circumstances. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great philosopher-emperors, often reflected on the transience of life and the importance of keeping the mind calm and focused. In his Meditations, he writes, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." Let's see how to apply Stoicism in modern life. Although Stoicism has its roots in antiquity, its principles are extremely applicable to modern life. We live in a world full of uncertainties and pressures, and Stoic techniques can help us navigate these challenges with more clarity and calmness. First application: reduce dependency on external validation. In a world where social media and the culture of comparison prevail, learning not to constantly seek external validation can significantly reduce anxiety. Focusing on personal development and practicing virtues can provide us with a solid foundation for self-esteem. Second application: practice radical acceptance. Acceptance is not resignation, but recognition that there are many things beyond our control. Adopting a posture of radical acceptance allows us to deal with adversities more calmly and effectively. Third application: cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful practice that the Stoics valued. By recognizing and valuing what we have instead of focusing on what we lack, we can cultivate a more positive and balanced view of life. Fourth application: seek simplicity. Simplicity and minimalism are practices that can help us focus on what truly matters. Reducing excesses and distractions allows us to live more mindfully and presently. And finally, the conclusion. Stoic philosophy offers a rich and practical approach to dealing with anxiety. By focusing on what is under our control, living in accordance with nature, practicing virtues, and adopting specific exercises, we can find profound inner serenity. In an increasingly chaotic and unpredictable world, Stoicism teaches us that true peace does not come from controlling the external world, but from governing our own minds. Thus, by incorporating Stoic teachings into our lives, we can transform anxiety into an opportunity for personal growth and lasting tranquility. Much for watching our video. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in and hope you found the content valuable. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more insights and tips on living a fulfilling life. Your support means the world to us.